Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We had to kind of cut things off a bit short because of that fucking stereoscopic 3D silliness. But now we can actually properly investigate. Though before we do that, let's try and get see if we can get any extra information from our guy Gregson. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here? Pshaw, you got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It is what it looks like. Nothing more, nothing less. Iris, could you lend me a hand? So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here? Oh yes, your ladyship. Do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene. The one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside. So it was locked from the inside. Oh hey, I just realized something, or remembered something, or came to a realization about something, I don't know. But, like, why didn't we ask Gina about how she ended up in this situation? Like, normally I feel like we would, before we go investigating, we would try to, figure out why she was passed out in the storeroom. Like, we didn't even ask her about that. What the fuck? We suck as investigators. Anyway. The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing? Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing in the door as humbly as possible. Oh. As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thus-wise. And, next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter child. Jesus, you don't gotta fucking call it. I know you don't. I mean, I know Gina's not for everyone, but you don't gotta insult her that harshly. Jeez. Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector. Mr. Strayed, the hapless girl, was curled up on the floor, dead to the world. She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious, and when we were in prison with her, I didn't think to ask her about that for some ungodly reason. And I'm afraid to say, she had the gun that was used in her hand. No! I mean, I'm pretty sure Ryunosuke can confirm that. Considering he saw that shit. Presumably, it's the gun that's still down there on the floor, now. In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well. What? The key to the storeroom? I mean, I guess we can always go back to Gina and try to get more information, but anyway. And you say, the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector. Why would our good friend Gina kill a guy, lock herself into a storeroom with a dead body, and then decide to just randomly pass out? If that's my understanding of the situation is correct. What's that about? Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend in some of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Well, let me just review that dialogue once more. She was unconscious, she had the gun, she had the key to the door, and the door was locked from the inside. So again, you're telling me that she fucking shot our boy Windibank, locked the door, locking them on the inside, decided to hold on to the gun just for fun, and then what, like she took a nap? Like, come on. How did that even, how do you even end up in that situation? Am I right? Gregsy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he? The thing is, don't mince your words, Inspector. Please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is... Oh, no. The operation's done and dusted. It's just that, out with it. Damn. Fucking Cesaro take down someone else for a change. Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing. Renders the whole body insensitive. Oh yeah, I guess anesthesia would still be a relatively new thing. At least they didn't fingers wound, The whole body, anesthesia is 20 fucking S's, jeez. Okay, there's only 2 S's, but it's still not a very pleasant series of letters. Is that even possible? Bro, don't you remember case 1 with the curare? That shit paralyzes you from the ass, the whole body down, Clearly it's possible. It means the operation could be completed while the patient is fast asleep. Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we just managed to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction. Oh yeah, we would know about that, wouldn't we? And the trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for them to nod off, so I hear. And now the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently. Oh my. No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in the system, or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all I can do is stand back and watch until he comes round again. Hurley! The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you. What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. Okay, well, I think that's everything I can probably... Wait, no, I presented that part, so... Yeah, okay, let's actually get to doing some looking around. Look at that gramophone! Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them. I can't believe how many there are. How much people will be fucking pawnbroking a lot. A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look! Pieces of different people's lives, quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. You know, except for the blood stain where the dead body was. Or at least it would be, if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policeman shuffling around. Yeah, that's about long and short of it. Not much I can do about that, sunshine. And how is everybody able to read Inosuke's thoughts? He must have a very expressive face. Okay, so I guess this is most of it. Why don't we look at the actual outline of the body? The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line. Yeah, GTA style. Ah, poor Mr. Winterbank. He was a nice old man. Yeah, he seemed like a cool dude. Well, he was shot just once, to the heart. And, well, we think Gina's to blame. You know, you could even say that she gives Love a bad name. Most likely, the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing. It's still pretty grim. Like, I know that's how it go, but still. This must be his blood, then. Hope it is not... Well, I hope it is Winterbank's blood. Ah! I don't like to ask at such a wretched time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps... Don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action. Ba-bang! Is that green? Is it gonna turn to... Oh, hey! Blue? So now, well, obviously, yeah, why would his blood be on the calendar if he was shot in the fucking, in the storeroom? Oh, yeah, obviously. And it doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found at the main shop. No, but let's add the sample to the others we've already collected anyway. I mean, I might as well, you know. We can make our own fucking national blood database based off colors. Let's see. Blood sample's been updated. Check out the gun. This is a revolver. A wheel one. And before you don't fucking go grabbing it, fucking Naruhodo, my boy. You know, you can't just go picking up random guns you see on the floor. You learned your lesson last time, I hope. And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Winterbank's life. What's the matter, Susie? You and Bruno look like you're about to faint. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh. And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Winterbank with us yesterday, didn't we? Oh yeah, he did have a revolver when he was threatening to Minecraft himself. It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Yeah, but what about those dudes who shot Herlock that we saw? I mean, they had guns, right? Do we know that the bullet that struck Winterbank is the same bullet that shot out of that gun? I mean, I know we don't because ballistic markings aren't discovered yet, but that would make once again, make our job a lot easier if we could just fucking examine the bullets. Mr. Windbank told us that he only ever had a single, a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun has been fired. Or someone took it out. I mean, you could just unload it, you know. So you can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. What about this treasure chest? Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. I mean, yeah, you got all this fucking shit sitting around, and whoever was trying to, if someone was trying to like rob the store, you know, like, you think they would have done a better job of actually taking shit? Ah! What is it, Iris? That's the box file that my manuscript is being kept in. Oh, so I guess Herlock wasn't lying about having the manuscript inside Windibank's. Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this is, what all this... Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. You must check inside the box at once. Yes. Okay, you're not gonna check it from fucking standing and looking on top, looking at it from like atop it, you know? Ah! It was there. Iris' story was there. Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris? Yes. I mean, of course, I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it. So why did it get open? Oh, wait. I bet it was... Okay. I bet that was Gina. Like, I bet she, like... Lockpicked. She undid the lock... What's that? Lockpick? She picked the lock of the chest to see if the manuscript was there, and it was. So, yeah, it turns out Herlock wasn't a lying piece of shit after all, Gina, which you assumed for no good reason, frankly. Really? Because that's not a very well hidden frown. I mean, so that's what's the issue? I mean, if the book's here and it's not stolen, that seems like a good thing to me. Is that everything? Not a whole lot to be discovered, huh? Want to see these stories? Oh, hey, actually, you did want to see it. Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest? Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles. A most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating. And, I don't suppose, would there be any mention of my humble self in the tale this time? Good question. I can't really remember. I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? Others await its publication with eager anticipation. You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything, particularly remarkable. You're looking to be arrested, Sunshine. Gee, you're so aggressive and gruff, man. You're a jerk. You know what? Okay, you know, hey, not really. You're an okay guy. But I wish you would be nice to me, you know? I mean, I'm a cool dude. I didn't mean it like that. And even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? Oh, okay, I guess I thought that one might be... Wait, what about this? Do you want to see this? Inspector, what do you make of this? Ah, what have we here then? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was to hand. Yes, this is a ticket for McGilda's overcoat, the one the little diver turned up with yesterday. Oh, actually no, it's not. Really? Think you know better than me, do you? No, I didn't mean to, Runo's right, Gregsy. It isn't the same ticket. Of course it isn't, of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So, what's all this about then, if I might be so bold as to ask? This is a second ticket. A second one? It seems that Mr. McGill in fact had another article in storage here at Winterbanks. Is that right? I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh good. He's ever so easy to talk to. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilda's overcoat. Eh? You mean to tell me? Yes. There was more than just a music box disc, it seems. I should have insisted on the lad taking it back to the yard and examined it properly. Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilda deposited another article here with Mr. Winterbank. Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it? Do you have any idea where it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all? At all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilden. It could be an important clue. Well, yes, well, I suppose it could be, Please, stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes, all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose me marbles, I will. I'll go barking. It's no time for dog impressions, Inspector. That's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. There is one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it? Oh yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So the small box will no longer be in here then. Yeah, that's right. It's been forfeited. Which means, it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop, where the forfeited items are offered for sale. Yes! The shelves in the front! You must search them at once. You're wasting your time. Oh? There are dozens of little boxes out there. Hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilden's. That information's not written in the ledger. Ugh. Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case. Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. This is getting old. Okay, well, I guess we'll just, we'll do a little looking around, I suppose. We do a bit of examining. Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale. That's right! They've all got little price labels on them. Oh, but there are so many! I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelf somewhere. I mean, someone could have gone and bought it for all we know. Box that McGilda deposited here just over 2 months ago. Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. There are so many boxes. It could be any one of them. Mr. Sholmes said that a pawnbroker's was the safest place to store anything, more secure than a bank's vault. So perhaps this small box of Mr. McGilden's contains something of a very great value. Well, if that's the case, he'd probably have kept it locked. So then, we need to find every lock with a box, every box with a lock, and break them all open. Hi-ya! Oh, okay, Jesus. Okay, fair, says Otto. Just, you gotta let you gotta let my juices flow. I gotta get in that detective-tutorial space. In my mind. I wasn't actually gonna break every single case. Like, jeez. That sort of misconduct will get you arrested. I won't let that happen. This takes me back. It's been some time since this auto sound last through me. I remember it fondly. Oh. Well, how are we supposed to find it then? How are we supposed to find the fucking stupid fucking box, lock, chest, hats? Okay, nothing for you, Iris. I mean, you obviously know about this stuff. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything further to examine in this area for right now. Like, it's not gonna let me look through every little box, so... Oh wait, what about... Well, no, I already looked at that, obviously. Hey, maybe we gotta look elsewhere for right now. Anything here? Maybe we can go back here? I mean, I don't fucking know. What about Sholmes? Is sweet. Gina? Perhaps? 16th of April, local prison, cell 13. Gina doesn't appear to be here. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment. Oh, but wait a minute. What is it, Iris? Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Ginny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking and escaped. Oh my! Why would you do something like that? It would only make her situation worse. Calm down, Bruno. I was only joking, of course. Oh, there goes the music. Oh. Ugh. You got me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction. Yes, it must be your way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight your words carry. Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms. Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, anyway, it looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try to make progress with our investigation in the meantime. Yes! Come along then, Bruno! Come along, Susie! Come on, get little Susie, little Bruno. How about you, hospital? Okay, well, Sholmes hasn't returned from his, slumber. Bro, I don't know what the fuck you want from me. Look at these blood samples? Inspector Gregson, could you give your opinion about this, do you think? We don't tend to share, sunshine. No, the general public. Ugh. In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea? Glug, 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 glug. How much tea do you got, my dude? Ah, lovely. How very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. You don't mind sharing that, then? Order right here. Here's a fucking small box that looks like it could have a key hole. Wait, what? Did I already examine this area? Iris? Iris! Don't worry. I'm alright. We must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely. Oh. Well, that wasn't much. Maybe I'm gonna show Iris this ticket. Would you mind if I showed you this, Iris? It's just a boring old thing, really, but... Oh, I don't really like boring things. Ah. Looks like Japanese modesty is, easily misinterpreted by young Western children. I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown something boring. Come to think of it, you're always introducing things with, this is boring, but... It's a bad habit. You should stop it. I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return. Yeah, stop fucking judging things based off narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Iris. God. Seriously, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do now. Like, I've examined everything that can be examined, I believe. And there's like a box, a missing box somewhere, and I don't got no way of finding it, apparently. Here's a box. There's a box right there. Why can't this be the missing thing? There's a big box. I mean, I wouldn't call it small, but it's a box. It's box-shaped anyway, you know? What do you want from me, you motherfucker? Okay, this? The way you can identify differences in people's blood like this is amazing. You really are a genius, Iris. I know, I am. If Early and I put our minds to it, we could really shake up Britain's chemists and alchemists. And you could shake up Japan's lawyers and judges, couldn't you? Couldn't you, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, for sure. Even if I didn't intend to. You want to tell? Oh, maybe I can. Oh, okay. Maybe I can get more information about her about this this topic. Oh, my manuscript. Mr. Sholmes said he deposited it at Windibanks, and he had. But it's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I worked so hard on it. Why would Hurley say I can't publish it? I'm afraid I have no idea. All you can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose. Oh, maybe it's because Hurley isn't in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough good lines. Yes, maybe. I wish I could say that definitely isn't the reason, but I can't. Yeah, maybe that's why, I don't know. I don't. I feel like Sholmes is like, you know, he kind of generates good lines just by being himself. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I was not expecting this investigation to get so fucking aimless. Because, like, normally it's like, at least in the more modern games, you know, it's a little more linear and, like, obvious what you're supposed to do, or where you're supposed to go, and in what order, but now I'm not sure. Because, like, again, they were talking about a box, a pawn room ticket box thing, and apparently it should be out, but it's not, because, yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't... So I got the manuscript right. I figured out that apparently there was a box that should have been out here. So when I go to look for it, or to try and examine areas, I didn't, like, progress. And I don't think there's no one I can talk to, or that I haven't already exhausted all the, you know, conversation points with. So, and I already checked all the other places, so it's not like there's some other area that we can go that I just didn't know about. Maybe the... Oh, see, I was wondering maybe he was gonna be here, like he had returned and we didn't even know, and like that was how we advanced. But I guess not. I guess he's still fucking out like a light, like a light. Okay, well, this is a fine how do you do. I would have liked to have gone a little bit longer, but I don't know what to do next. And you know, I don't like gameplay to get too you know, too idling about without any clear sense of purpose or direction. Did I really examine everything that can be examined in this area? There's like the random stuff, a lot of random crap. There's blood, a bicycle, what is that, like a calligraphy, ink and pen, keys. Wait, is that? Okay, well no, I thought that was vibrating, or you know, it had indicated something, but I guess I'm just seeing shit now because I'm desperate. Did I present everything to you? Did you see this? Oh. Okay, well. Yeah. Enjoy the tea, you fucking, toady. I showed you that, you didn't react to this. I've already showed you this, and then there's this about the box. Okay, maybe I get a little more information if I actually, examine the evidence a bit closer. Mr. Windermere appears to have used the back of this photograph to write out a redemption ticket. He's written it very neatly, but still. Perhaps he ran out of paper, so he had to use anything he had to hand. It's hard to know what's the front, and what's the reverse side now. Oh. That wasn't very helpful. This is an adorable little cat. I think it looks a little like Wagahai. I always thought the cats like to curl up inside the heated Kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. Actually, now I have both pictures, I could have another go at viewing them as a stereoscopic image. Oh boy, this again. Was this it? Was this what I'm supposed to do? So, I need to cross my eyes and try to get the two cats to emerge in the middle as one. It's such a hard thing to do. Whoever thought of this in the first place must have spent a long time staring. Wait, was that it? But I didn't do anything. Nothing came up. Ugh. Let me actually try looking cross-eyed again. Yeah, no, I'm not, I don't know, this makes my eyes blurry. Or it makes my sights blurry, and I don't like it. Ugh. Why does it have blood on it, by the way? Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here. I have noticed. The red smear, you mean? Ah, yes. It looks like blood, doesn't it? Hope it is not Magilda's blood. I wondered if Suzaru-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case, yes, we need Iris. We should show this to her before we forget. Oh, okay. Maybe this was how we're supposed to move things along. Alright. I specifically had to click on the bloodstain for that, Okay, well now I wish I had spent so much time piddling around. Okay, now we can actually show her the thing. Oh! That looks like blood! Hope it is not Holmes' blood. Or Hurley's blood, I suppose. I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather. Well, don't worry, Runo. You can leave the rest to me, Runo. Okay, shot that motherfucker. And it turned like pink. Look at that. Ah. Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, wouldn't it be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point? Well, this particular stain of blood... Oh! You've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? I think I can hazard a guess. Yes, I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction. That's right! I think it's clear! Iris, you know as well? You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to? Oh, right. I believe that this is the blood of... I mean, it's gotta be our boy Magnus, right? I mean, it was his ticket originally. So how he got blood on it, I don't know. Mr. McGill did. Yes! After all, this redemption ticket belonged to him. Oh! You don't think... You mean during the incident on the omnibus? Yes, I expect so. It's a very clear print, and no small amount of blood. So it must have resulted from a fairly serious accident, such as he might have sustained on the omnibus. Wait, but if I remember rightly, no sign of injury was found on Mr. McGilded at all. Oh. Wait, what? That's not right? Who the fuck else could it be? We're trying to work out who the blood came from, so we can rule anyone who hadn't been bleeding straight away. Yes, I suppose we can. To think this through some more. Who do we know that was bleeding at the time? Alright, I believe that this blood of... it was not Pop Windbank, because we already saw his blood, and it's green. I don't think Gina was bleeding, so, I guess it was Thrice-Fired Mason. Thrice-Fired Mason? You don't sound very sure of yourself. The way you trailed off there. Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fired, though. The victim of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. I mean, I don't think that was his fucking, birth name. I don't think they just called him Thrice-Fired Mason, from the fucking, womb. Like, I'm pretty sure it was Mason Milverton was his full name. But that would mean that this bloodstain was left on the ticket 2 months ago. Yes, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Winterbanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at that time. So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Then why would Mr. Mason have Mr. McGilded's ticket on him to where he could bleed on it? Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worried about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. It certainly does look like a leather-gloved thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time, anywhere on his body. From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Don't you fucking insult me like that. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. Kinda quirky, bro. Kinda cringe? Not? Detective Pill? Yes! I think you're right, Runo! Very well. Let's make a note of this. The details of the prom burger ticket have been updated in the court record. Yay! More blood analysis, too. Awesome. Dong. Expand the dong. Ah! I nearly jumped out of my skin there! How could Mr. Winterbank set such a wicked trap? I doubt he set it out to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you'll be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Don't you remember, Runo? You told us she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer. Really? Did I, say that? Yes, you did. Oh. I guess I did. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. And, we'll do that in the next episode. Because I spent, like, longer than I would have liked fumbling around in the dark, trying to, figure out what I'm supposed to do. What I was supposed to do. That's why examining evidence in detail is important, I suppose. But still, kind of makes me feel a bit dumb. And like a waste of time, but whatever. There's always next episode, right? So yeah. We will talk to Gina again. Hopefully she'll properly agree to us representing her, because, like, I mean, does she want to fucking die? Go to jail? You know, murder and stuff? I don't think so. But anyway, until then, I'll see you around.